Good morning from the second age of reason. Have any of you ever wondered about time travel? Is it possible? What would it be like? Well, I've decided to come here and answer a few of those questions and see if it makes any sense to you. Somebody asked, do you travel through time? To which I have to answer, yes I do. Although at the moment I'm only traveling very slowly forward in time, along with everybody else. Someone had asked, is it possible to travel backwards through time? And the answer is, it's probably happening at this very moment. Some of us are moving forward through time, and some of us are moving backwards through time. The question is, which ones? Actually, because of our thoughts progress only in one direction, even those that move backwards through time still perceive themselves moving forward through time with the rest of us. So in essence, it's pretty much imperceptible and probably irrelevant. The next question is, would you go back in time and change certain things? And it gets to be quite a hard question because, if you mess with things that come in contact with you at some point, you'll end up changing yourself. And would you end up changing yourself for the better or the worse? Simply by adding one better thing to your younger life might add something a whole lot more worse later on. Of course, you'd have to play it out and experience the suffering or rewards, and then try to decide you already lived it already, so there's no point in doing it. Still, you have a certain number of experiences in your life. Next question is, so what about the future? Is the future predetermined or do we mold it? Well, that's up to you. If you let things happen, if you don't do anything, then the future chooses you. However, you have it within your power, with your free will, to alter the direction a little bit, to choose some of the future for yourself. It's sort of like going down rapids. You could choose the right way to go down and you'll be okay, or you could choose the wrong way to go down and get drowned. Trouble is, once you go one way, you're pretty well stuck with it. So normally you don't want to mess with changing your own timeline. You probably don't want to change anything. You want to be sort of an invisible observer and just see what was really happening. For myself, I thought, well, in the future they might have time travel or temporal engineering. And so I have been watching for messages from the future to this time. And so far, I have received no messages from my future self, which means either of two things. Thing number one, I'm probably dead. Well, everybody has that fate at some point in time. And possibility number two is that I've looked back in my life and there's nothing I would have changed to make it any better. It is what it is. Finally, the last question is, if you could, would you freeze time? Just say stop. That's a very funny question. Because if you did freeze time, You only get to do it once.